Thunderbirds.
Hola Thunderbirds.
I am Indigo.
And I am Maya.
This is Travis Heights Today.
Esto es Travis Heights Hoy.
It was exciting, it was something different, and I also knew it was going to be very groundbreaking for Austin and certainly Texas.
I was one of the fortunate few people to be inside the building when the school board made the vote.
There's a motion and a second to support the recommendation of the superintendent to award an in-district charter to Travis Heights Elementary. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. All those opposed? Motion passes 9-0.
Learning, that they weren't just doing worksheets, that they weren't just preparing for a test, but they were digging deep into issues that were important for this community.
I think the value of supporting the in-district charter is about ownership. Here we have a community of parents, teachers, students, very engaged in learning, very involved in the academic programming of their school, of their community. And that level of ownership is what we want for every single one of our communities in the Austin Independent School District. Travis Heights is out there doing it first.
Appreciation pump!
Yo quiero a Travis Heights Elementary. They has really good teachers. I like all the students and all the teachers because they're so nice to me.
What are the top three or four things you were looking for in a school from
Yeah, we were looking for several things. One of the most important things is that they would hopefully teach Alyssa to enjoy learning, love to learn, and to me that is probably the most important thing. And that's exactly what we found here at Travis Heights. Were people that were instituting different programs to help the kids work together to enjoy learning.
Broke under me and it fell on Owl's nest. The king said to the council, so it was Crow who...
Adventures. It's chapter 2. It's a chapter. I like teachers. The teacher's nice to me.
And then you push the green star.
That's right. And I'm happy to come here.
One of Travis Heights' most remarkable aspects. This is a school that goes above and beyond when it comes to high socioeconomic to low socioeconomic to every single race you can possibly imagine. It really allows for every single child's unique life to come into the classroom and teach each other the differences in culture and appreciating each other and their cultural background. We get to learn about Chinese New Year from some of our kids. We get to learn about Ramadan from some kids. We get to learn about Day of the Dead from some children. And throughout all of it, they really have an appreciation about the differences with each other and what's the same.
I think it's so important because it teaches our kids that what their home world is, or what they see in their daily life, is not what the world is all about. They get to see kids who are coming from other countries who literally are learning language at 7, 8, 9 years old.
Appreciate other cultures and languages throughout the world.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream
It was maybe to the top of this tree, and there was a girl that was about to give up. She didn't want to do it. She kind of said, I'm on a good level, and her cabin, her Travis Heights buddies started yelling, ring that bell, and she looked down and she goes, all right, one more time, and she went all the way to the top and she rang the bell, and the counselor said, that's why we have this camp, for moments like that.
First.
Dual language is they spend almost the entire day. We try to get as close to 80% of the day in Spanish as they can. So that means directions are in Spanish, homework's in Spanish, their grades are in Spanish. So it is a total immersion program. I respond to them in Spanish even if they speak to me in English, and we encourage them to communicate with each other in Spanish. We're writing in Spanish.
And it's also really fun to learn a different language because you can say things and talk to other people and go different places, and it'll be much easier.
Which is something I never had growing up, but they love it, and that's so exciting to them.
That's so I want to do because...
Awesome. Can you read it to me in Spanish?
Okay, but it's not fully done.
Just a little part.
Okay, well, by the way, this is like all. Kyle y Fera Johnson, ¿cómo escudo eso?
¿Qué necesitas, Ashley, para energía? Una planta. ¿Qué planta quieres? Ok, Mía, Mordecai, ¿dónde dice pasar la energía? A Mía.
And they build on these skills year by year, and so the goal is by the time they leave here in 5th grade, they feel comfortable learning in English and Spanish.
Now, project-based learning takes all of the elements of education and puts it into the student's hands.
So this is our book that we did about the Travis Heights neighborhood. Students got to go on a walking field trip to the fire station and then pick a different place that they wanted to learn about our neighborhood. This student went to Torchy's. He learned that Torchy's Tacos has a big bucket of bacon. So this roadmap helped us track our progress on our Travis Heights neighborhood project. Abdul, tell everybody what this is.
HEB.
There's HEB. They get to have meaningful experiences and they can make connections to other things that we're learning about. These kids got to go to McDonald's. We walked there. It was great. It's perfect.
We spent all this time studying different Native American tribes, and then whatever group the student was in, they made a dwelling that group lived in. So I had kids making teepees, I had kids making longhouses, and I had kids making houses made out of adobe.
An amazing group of students who work so well together, who come up with innovative programs, who show us how things should be done.
Where you put the bills, then there's the everything box. Let's give something a little bit. That one, I like that one so far.
I like saltwater toilets. They
So
would
do I.
corrode the metal pipes.
But we could make a metal.
Well, what's the strongest plastic we can use?
No, but
How's it
we
going?
make a new line of metal too.
Does saltwater
like a mixture.
Wait, does
like a
saltwater-
mixture of like plastic and glass and
Plastic,
fancy.
glass, and iron.
I came up with saltwater toilets. That's a good idea, right?
Blended learning is really important the way we implement it here because it allows for differentiation. Children who are more advanced are automatically led ahead to their level. Children who are falling behind get more remediation. At the same time, there's lots of data available for teachers to form small groups for skills that are particularly needed, to work on the skills that the whole class needs. They've got that data readily available whenever they need it.
Rainbows really motivates me to do math.
Since it has blue right there, and then it's kickballs. No, not that. It's wanting me to classify these figures into these circles. So kickballs and yellow. So then yellow cups would go right there. before I was using Dreambox, I used to get a bunch of stuff wrong because I was not checking my answers. Like that.
And I have to write about that, and then I'm going to go to my computer and write it on my, well, type it on my computer.
Two people can work on the same thing and in the same document at the same time.
And I already finished mine, so I chose Achieve 3000. Well, I like using computers. That's why I want to sign up for Tech Crew.
All right, let's wake them up. Ready to go? Stand by and it's a wrap.